Roush Performance, the industry leader in powertrain engineering, offers a wide variety of supercharger systems for the Ford Mustang and F-150 called Roush Chargers. For the 2005 through 2009 Mustang GT, a Roush Charger kit can be installed to achieve more than 510 horsepower. With a Roush Charger installed on the all-new 2010 Mustang GT, you can achieve 435 horsepower without affecting the Ford factory warranty. Roush Charger kits even exist that will take your 2004 through 2008 Ford F-150's 5.4-liter engine up to 445 horsepower. So, what is a supercharger, and how does it create so much power? Why don't we let the guys at Roush explain?
My name is Aaron Dimitro. I'm the Powertrain Engineering Manager for Roush Performance Products. Superchargers are belt-driven, so they're mechanically driven, essentially air pumps, driven off of the front accessory drive of the motor. We start with obviously the basic powertrain as delivered by Ford, which is a fantastic 4.6-liter 3-valve V8 engine. And at some point, there's a limitation with how much air that motor can pull down. Superchargers, when mounted atop or mounted on top of that motor, mechanically, it's an air pump, for lack of a better term, it's a pump. And that pump force feeds the motor more air than it would have naturally been able to ingest on its own. So in doing so, you gain more air, you add more fuel. The net effect when you have a combustion event is more power, and that's exactly what we do. What would be unique about the Roush Charger system is really the system approach to designing. We begin the design process first by importing the raw CAD data of the complete vehicle, the powertrain, even the sheet metal data from Ford. Once we get that down into Roush computers, Roush servers, we have a team of very specialized designers who then kind of knit through that data, and together with engineers like myself, we work through basically solving the puzzle. When we say a Roush Charger system, it's much more than just the supercharger. It's the induction system, it's the throttle body, it's the supercharger itself, it's the intake manifolds, the intercooler system, the low temp radiator, and any other vehicle modifications that are required to support the level of performance mandated by our sales marketing staff.
Roush has an extensive facility dedicated to manufacturing and assembling their superior brand of supercharger systems. Each Roush charger is assembled by hand and tested for leaks, pressure requirements, and flow levels, then spun up to over 13,000 RPM before it's ready for installation. Let's take a look now at what happens to the 2010 Ford Mustang engine when a Roush Charger system is installed.
This is the engine as we received it from Ford Motor Company. This is a 4.6-liter 3-valve engine. It's a V8. It produces 315 horsepower. What we do here is we remove all the components that we're not going to use. Things like the intake manifold, induction system, clean air tube, air box, fuel injection system, fuel rails. All that hardware is removed. And that basically allows us the long block engine. We can start to install all of our Roush unique components. So you can see they've already got much of the factory components removed from the vehicle, and they've already got some of the Roush content installed. Things like the intake manifold with the, you can see the intercooler inside the intake manifold. The supercharger itself will heat the air as it's compressing it, and it's not uncommon to see 300 degrees air inlet temperatures before it goes to the intercooler. The intercooler will take about 100 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit temperature out of the air before it goes into the combustion chamber. So here you can see the powertrain is virtually complete with the Roush Charger supercharged system on it. But you can see the supercharger is installed, the intake manifold we saw at the previous station, our fuel rail, fuel induction system, alternator. We relocate the induction system to bring it around the driver's side. You can see our throttle body clean air tube. We've got the new Roush air cleaner, high flow air cleaner. This is designed to move north of 500 horsepower worth of air, just in the event we develop future product requiring that kind of performance. You can see we add the degas bottle for the intercooler system. This is where the coolant for the intercooler system that we just talked about goes. One of the things that is really unique about Roush is we spend a lot of time developing our calibration. The calibration, that's a tremendous task that we go through to develop that. There's literally 40,000 lines of code in the computer that our engineers have to sort through, and they will make virtually thousands of changes, probably on the order of 4,000 to 5,000 changes to the actual code before we release our calibration for production. We have been designing and developing vehicles for major OEs for the past 30 years. And virtually every modern day muscle car, or in many cases supercars that you'll see in the market today, has Roush fingerprints all over it. So what we've been able to do is leverage that experience that we have as a company, couple that with all the capabilities that we have. We've talked about some of the computer-aided design resources, computer-aided engineering, all the prototype resources that we have. Use that to our advantage to develop our own product like the Roush Mustang and really deliver a performance vehicle that we're very proud of.